No,
Probably.
I hate Slippy. Everyone hates Slippy, but like, that's not fair. Why does Slippy get a happy family and Fox just is depressed? And then at one point in Star Fox Command, Falco's like, hey man, I know you're really depressed. I know your girlfriend left you and joined Star Wolf, but hey, I got an idea. You want to convert our R-Wings into race cars and go race? And Fox was like, I gotta be honest with you. I'm really depressed right now, but that sounds awesome. And that's what they do. That's the ending.
Hello and welcome to the Joystick Drift Podcast, the show where we drift off just as much as a joystick. I'm your host, Nick, and today I'm joined by Melina and Colin. And today we are going to be talking about the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, because the Mario movie has been doing incredibly well at the box office. Woo! And as of time, I'm actually not even going to say the number as of time of recording, because that's going to date it so hard, because it could hit $1 billion by the time this episode comes out. It literally went from 500 million to 650 million in one day. Like, it could hit $1 billion before this episode comes out. So I'm not going to say the exact number that we have, but it's doing really well. And I'm thinking, with that much money, what else could Nintendo make a lot of money on? And that's what we're going to be talking about here today. But before we jump into that, I want to say, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe if you're not, because we're doing a lot of great stuff, putting out a lot of great content, getting hyped for Zelda, you know what I mean? Like, just getting really excited. We got a lot of cool stuff coming that's Zelda related, and then after that, we got a lot of cool stuff just coming in general with podcast episodes and all that. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review. It really helps out the show, really just helps get us out there in the algorithm, and it's really helpful. And if you want to stay up to date with our streams and stuff, you can follow us on Instagram at Joystick Drift Pod. Now, before I pass over the mic to Melina or Colin, I do want to note that Alex isn't here, but for those who are listening, he mentioned last episode he was undergoing surgery, and what I'm going to say is it went well. He's been discharged and is currently recovering. He's all good, and he'll be back in an episode in the future. So just wanted to let all the viewers know that he's doing all right, and he's totally cool. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Melina, because she's over there. So, Melina, how are you? What have you been playing?
That's so funny that you pointed in that direction, because on my screen, I'm on the opposite side.
Yeah, I figured.
But in any case, I'm doing good. A bit tired, but that's okay. I streamed Okami today. So, we beat Orochi, which was amazing. We got an 8-headed dragon drunk and cut off its heads.
Let's go.
It was dope. Susano redeemed himself very well, and we got to see him split the last head of the dragon in half and get a beautiful shot of his ass at the end of it.
Let's go.
I was not
Will
expecting
he be going
that.
on the best butts in the Yakuza tier next time we do?
He's not in Yakuza.
Not a Yakuza
Trivia?
character.
He's not a Yakuza character.
You could put it in there, though.
No, it's a different game. Oh, I mean, if I made a tier list of, like, all video game asses, like, yes.
We'd
like,
be here
We
for
all know-
3 years.
We all know Breath of the Wild Zelda is double S tier. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, I was just talking about guys.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But
moving on.
But anyways, I've really been enjoying playing Okami on stream. As like most people know that I've told them, like, I have quote unquote visually played Okami because I watched Sugar Conroy play it. So it's been a lot of fun, like, actually playing it myself. and sharing it and experiencing it with chat and everything.
Chat always makes things better.
Yes, they do.
They help keep things going, you know?
Chat. That's you guys listening and watching right now.
True.
Hey, and me.
And Colin.
Oh, whoa.
Because Colin hasn't streamed anything yet. Speaking of streaming, hey, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, then Colin has to play Danganronpa. So get us to 1,000 subscribers so Colin has to suffer through Danganronpa.
Yes.
The goal is to hit 1,000 subs before Tears of the Kingdom. Can we do it?
That's
Probably
the goal.
not.
Oh, are you
That's the goal, though.
doubting? Are you doubting them?
I'm not doubting. I'm just saying we got less than a month.
Guys, Nick is doubting you. You have a challenge now. You have to prove
gotta
Nick
prove me wrong.
You gotta prove him wrong.
Prove me wrong. 1,000 subs before Tears of the Kingdom, so Colin has to play Danganronpa.
Share it around. Share it around. We reached our quota.
You know what? Actually, nope. I'll leave it to Colin to meet the other quota.
Oh yeah.
That's his thing.
But yeah, I'll pass it along. Colin, how's it been? How's it going?
I've been busy. I've still been playing Tales of the Abyss. It's very good.
Nice.
But
How far are you in?
I did finish Bowser's Fury. I started and finished that game over like 2 to 3 days, and that was fun. It's very fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna go back and get 100%. But yeah, that's really all I've been up to. I've been up to a lot. So yeah.
Nice.
Epic.
How far are you in with Tales of the Abyss?
So
Or you don't know?
I don't exactly know. My
Gotcha.
friends really like to split it into 3 acts. And I'm somewhere in the second act.
Gotcha.
So
Nice.
I guess around halfway, maybe.
Halfway
but I don't
there.
know. I would hope so. I would hope around
Nice.
halfway. But
Nice. Nick, did you go or?
Nope.
Oh,
anyway, hey Nick, how have you been?
I was confused.
Whoa! I've been good. I haven't been playing a ton. What I've been playing mostly is just Breath of the Wild on stream. I've done a couple like Fortnite rounds here and there, but I've been really busy editing and making content, so I haven't had a ton of time, which according to my counselor is bad, and I quote unquote have a poor work-life balance. And everyone in my life has corroborated that and said, yes, that's true. And I'm like, that's not true. And it wasn't until I was downstairs eating dinner and I took my MacBook down there with me and I was working on a thumbnail for a video that may or may not be out by the time this podcast comes out. And my mom said, Nick, what are you doing? And I said, working on a thumbnail. She said, does that count as work? And I was like, yeah. And she walked over and closed my MacBook on me. And she said, you have a terrible work-life balance that you can't stop working on stuff for 20 minutes to eat dinner. And I said, that is true. So we then sat down and watched The Hangover together. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool. I am getting really excited for Tears of the Kingdom. It's very close. When this episode comes out, we will have 2 weeks left. 2 weeks, people, till Tears of the Kingdom.
Wow.
That's pretty freaking crazy. 2 weeks. So, yeah. That new trailer was really dope.
It really was.
It was so good. You can watch our reaction. Melina and I did a reaction stream and got really excited about it. But other than that, I've been doing nothing. Just trying to get a better work-life balance. Yep. So that's what I've been doing.
And by really excited, I got really excited by Ganon.
I think everyone did.
Everyone did, and I love it.
I feel like everyone got excited for Ganon, right? Like everyone got excited for Ganondorf, and then there's me who got excited for a completely different reason than everyone else. Like I'm over here like, oh my gosh, they brought Ganondorf back. That's so cool. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Zelda community, Oh my God, Ganondorf is so hot. Whoa. Guys.
Okay, but
Guys,
they
calm
totally
down.
they delivered on rehydrated Ganon.
No, I'm aware of that.
I'm
But like, guys,
aware of
calm
it.
down. Anyway, Breath of the Wild Zelda looking gorgeous
Breath of the
in
Wild?
the new trailer. The Tears of the Kingdom, you know what I
I
mean.
was like, huh?
Zelda looking gorgeous. Thank you very much.
It was so funny because
As
during
always.
the trailer, you thought she was crying, and then by like the second or third time we saw her again, I was like, Nick, I think that's face paint. Like the
Yeah,
tears
it's
aren't
face
moving
paint.
at all. I'm like, there's no. I was like, she just permanently stasised her tears.
Listen, all I'm going to say is Link at some point in the trailer has a Sheikah slate, but the Sheikah slate looks like a Nintendo Switch.
Oh my
Like,
God,
you can very clearly tell where they outlined, like they stopped the screen and then put two controllers on this side, which I think is great because it continues the bit of the Sheikah slate was supposed to look like a Wii U gamepad. And I think it's great that they're continuing the bit with,
That's funny.
hey guys, look, Link has a Nintendo Switch. Isn't that crazy? So, which also would imply or confirm that Nintendo Switch 2 would also look. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk about Nintendo Switch 2. We did a whole episode on that already. So, yeah. We're here to talk about Nintendo. Thank you for coming to the
More
podcast.
specifically,
Nintendo movies and shows.
okay.
We were just going to do movies because, you know, that was like the Mario movie was a movie. But then as we were thinking about like what franchises we wanted to bring in and have a discussion about, we thought we should throw in shows. Because if we use the Marvel Cinematic Universe as an example, they have shows now. They have movies and shows. So why can't the Nintendo Cinematic Universe have movies and shows? So that's what we're going to talk about. And we all
Yeah.
kind of have our own franchises. So either I can go first or one of you can go first. Whoever wants to go. If nobody wants to go, I'll go. And I'll throw out one of my ridiculous ones first.
Oh my God,
And
wait. I actually kind of want to hear this. I want to hear the explanation because
I want to hear it too.
no, because guys, so Nick told me it earlier and I was like, what? And he was like, okay, but you got to hear me out. And he's like, I'm going to explain. And I'm like, I want to hear the explanation.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
go ahead. I want to hear this. And
Okay. So, if my notes app doesn't want to glitch out on me, that'd be great. Okay. My first one, and this could work as a movie or a show. It just kind of depends, but it's Animal Crossing. Okay? Hear me out. Everyone kind of looked at me funny when I said Animal Crossing, but what if it was an isekai? Which, technically speaking, the Mario movie is also an isekai. If you think about it. Now, you might be thinking, how could Animal Crossing work as an isekai? I don't know. This random guy wakes up in a world full of animals, and they talk, and he can understand them, but the words that come out of their mouth is just... and he completely understands it. It's like the droids in Star Wars. Like, we, the audience, don't understand what they're saying, but everyone in the universe knows exactly what they're saying. So, like, imagine taking that concept and running with it for a whole movie and being like, this guy is the only guy who understands what these animals are saying, and he's on his grand quest to become the greatest mayor or whatever. Or they could go the New Horizons route and just do like he's on a deserted island and for some reason there's all these animals here. There's another movie that recently did the whole, like, there are humans and there are animals coexisting, but I don't remember what movie it was. I watched it recently. I'm going to find it. But yeah, that's my first one, is Animal Crossing. And I know everyone's kind of...
If I remember
Iffy.
correctly, there actually was some sort of Animal Crossing show.
what?
I know there's an Animal Crossing manga.
But there was a show either in development or there was something that happened where there was like one episode and then it got immediately canceled.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Damn.
What did I watch where there were people? Oh, My Hero, but that's kind of different. Like, My Hero has animal people, but that's for different reasons than, oh, we have giant talking... Tom Nook, can he be the villain of the movie?
What? Tom Nook.
Make him really menacing, too, like a real menacing loan shark type.
Oh
I think it could work.
That would be hilarious.
I also think it could, like, you could either make it a movie or you could do, like, not even a show, but like a series of shorts, like 5-minute shorts, and you just throw them out on a streaming service, and it's like Animal Crossing Life or something. And
I mean, I feel like if they did shorts, though, it wouldn't necessarily. It would end. I feel like they would end up being like those Pikmin shorts, which I wouldn't really count those.
I guess that's fair. I do feel like Animal Crossing sold a ton on Switch. Like, it sold like crazy.
Of course.
And it's one of those games that I think, I don't want to say it's definitely not as recognizable as Mario, but I think there's enough people that could say, oh yeah, I played Animal Crossing, or I know someone who played Animal Crossing, and I would go see that movie, or I would watch that show on Netflix. Like, oh, I would watch an Animal Crossing show just to see what it's about. I mean, personally, I think New Leaf is better, so I would adapt that. But then there's another question that, and I guess, you know, you could ask this question for any of the franchises. Do they just adapt a game, or do they do kind of like the Mario movie and bring in a little bit of everything while telling a somewhat more original story?
I think that works better than original.
Yeah, I would agree. Because,
it's obviously has its, you know, base premises of like, okay, here's what we have to work with, but now we have to like kind of make them some like more like original and sort of new, like, but yeah.
Yeah, and I think that is what helped the Mario movie and both of the Sonic movies to do really well, is when you tell an original story with a video game movie, you're then not having people compare it to the game and say, okay, how well did you adapt this game? It's more, how well did you adapt the elements of this game into a movie? And it's less about how'd you adapt the story, but how did you adapt, oh, Sonic running, or like the Sonic world. I don't know. I ran out of an analogy there. But yeah, that's my first one, Animal Crossing.
Okay, that was really long for one, and there's 5 in the list, so let's...
It's okay. Go ahead. I'm gonna let someone else go.
Oh, okay. I'll just go. I'm just gonna pick one that, like, I'll make it quick. Splatoon.
Banger.
And
I would watch it.
I feel like, similar to Nick, it could work as either I feel like it'd work more like series-wise because it has a manga. I saw them at Barnes & Noble today, and I was like, there's a manga. Okay, I did not know that. So I should have stopped and read some of them. I didn't, though. So I think it leans more towards the series would be better. I guess, you know, kind of like how anime does it when they come out with the movie. That they could definitely do that. So it could be both. But, you know, it's... I feel like, yeah, they could go off of the campaigns that already exist, but I feel like making a totally new one would be you know, cool and interesting.
Right. Like, you have, I mean, the concept of the turf war is there.
Oh, I know.
Even without touching the game story at all.
Exactly. To be honest, I would like to see, if they made, like, okay, if they did movie, I would want to see, like, oh, no. You know what? No. Okay, the concept I would like to see, though, if movie or series, would be how that, like, how the squid, like, the Inklings came to be and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, like the
beginning
almost
of
like
the lore. Yeah, almost like an origin story for Splatoon.
Yeah. I
Which
think
I'm
that
sure
would
the
work.
manga covers, but I mean,
If you want to, Splatoon is another one of those that sold really well.
yeah. But yeah,
Lots
so
of-
that was
lots
mine.
of
Colin, you want to go with one of yours?
So the one that I am like the biggest proponent of, and the one that I really hope happens,
Oh, I know it's on my list too, but I was like, oh, I don't want to repeat, so yeah.
is a Metroid film.
Yes.
Specifically, a Metroid thriller film.
Oof.
Ooh.
Because
Okay,
I've
alright.
already like thought of concepts for it. If they're going in like the Dread or Fusion route, they can definitely go a thriller route for it. But if they want to go based on like Super Metroid or Metroid Prime or stuff like that, they can really do a lot just because they have so much source material. But the one thing I hope they do, and I really hope if they make this movie, they stick to this because it lines up with the games. If they have a post-credit scene, that is where they show Samus's face.
Yes.
Because that is
Yes.
so in line with the games. And it'd be that one little touch that I would just absolutely love.
It'd be
But it's
sort
got
of
to
like
be
a
the second
tribute.
post-credit scene.
Yeah.
It can't
The
be
sec-
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
mid-credit. It's got to be like the very end.
Or
That's it.
no, or they have that, and then they have the last thing not even be a post-credit scene. It's literally just a little title or a little card that just says "See you next mission,"
Nice.
because that's the end of every Metroid game. It'd be so good. I love it. I'd love it so much. But that's go ahead.
Favorite song.
Here's my question: live action or animated?
Animated.
Thank you.
Because if it was live
Question.
action,
Oh.
there would just be way too much effects that they would have to put in. And it would take a long time and honestly wouldn't look as good as it would animated.
Yep, that's so true.
Here's the thing. If they tried to make it live action, here's what I think they would try and do. Well, I mean, realistically, if they were not so like big-headed and be like, oh yeah, we could do everything in live action, sure. No. If they thought realistically and they were like, okay, what can we do and to make this actually look good, they would probably cut a lot of things that are in the game that it's like, oh, we're not really sure how to do that, with CG and like still make it good, or even with real effects. They would probably, I mean, when you cut all that stuff out, it's basically aliens in space. It's gonna end up being an alien movie, but somewhat more modern per se, because the alien movie takes place in like, I don't know. Well, I mean, the movie was made in...
It came out in like the 80s.
Yeah.
It's an old movie.
Right, so it would basically... The Metroid movie would be Alien, but with more modern sense of the tech from like the 80s one.
Yeah. You guys do know that Samus is based off of Sigourney Weaver's character from Alien, right?
Yeah.
I could have figured
No,
that
yeah,
out.
that's why I was like, that's why I said Alien.
Yeah.
I also feel like if you do it live action, and I think this carries over to a lot of live action adaptations, especially adapting animated things, is you lose what makes animated things great. Like, they're live action, totally like a great medium, and there are a lot of great stories told in live action, but there are just some things that you can only do in animation that you cannot replicate or hope to replicate in live action, because animation has to kind of bend the rules of physics and, stretch your what's the phrase I'm looking for? Stretch your imagination. And I think you also end up losing the style of like what the characters look like.
Exactly. No, I totally agree with you, because just to give you an example, Netflix One Piece live action test screening reportedly a slaughter fest of bad CGI, nonsensical story.
Are you shocked? This is the same
I'm not
Netflix
shocked.
that did
That's
Cowboy
the thing.
Bebop.
I posted on my story, and I was like, "Wow, it's like I was right." Shocker.
Yeah. It's
And Japan's done live actions before, and
anime is also a really hard thing to adapt because, shocker, and I'm gonna blow some people's minds here because I learned this in a YouTube short. Apparently, anime characters are not based on real people. Their facial structure is based off of cats. And I can't unsee it now. When I look at character faces, I'm like, oh my god, it does look like a cat.
Oh my god. No wonder some characters go, "Nya."
Okay. Anyway, back to Metroid. Anything else to say, Colin, about Metroid?
Not really. I've kind of just spoken my 2 cents about
Yeah, just make the
why
movie,
I want a
Nintendo.
Metroid film. I love Metroid. It's great.
All right, Nick.
All right, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do a little more normal, quicker one, and then because I got another wacky one on here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
One, because Charlie Day freaking killed it for what little bit he was in the Mario movie. And also, brief spoilers for the Mario movie. Like, skip ahead, like 15 seconds. King Boo was at Bowser's wedding. So the lore is there.
Yes.
To do a Luigi's Mansion movie without feeling like we need to retroactively add anything. We know boos exist. So that's cool. Spoilers over. Yeah, I think Luigi's Mansion would be really cool. I loved the games. And it could be, honestly, a better version of Ghostbusters. There, I said it. I didn't like Ghostbusters. I didn't think it was very good.
Okay, wait. Are you talking about the original Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
The original and the one that came out in like 2021.
That one doesn't exist.
Remake slash
it
reboot.
That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist.
It wasn't good. It was just Ghostbusters again with Paul Rudd. Okay? It was bad. Both of them suck.
Oh my god.
I can understand why people like Ghostbusters, but I'm like, it's just wasn't great. So I think Luigi's Mansion could be a better version of that. I think you still let Illumination do that movie because they did a really good job with the Mario movie. I know people were like, I don't want Illumination to do the Mario movie. I don't want Illumination to do anything. Guys, it looked really good. Like,
it's also like
you
at
can't walk out of the
something
Mario
million?
movie. Yeah, like you can't walk out of the Mario movie and say that movie looked bad. You can have whatever issues you want with the plot or pacing or whatever. You cannot walk out and say that movie looked bad. It looked gorgeous. Now imagine if they took that and then flipped the atmosphere on its head and said, we're doing Luigi's Mansion. So, also Christopher Lloyd as Professor Egad. Just saying. If I had a nickel for every time Christopher Lloyd played a real wacky scientist, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Alrighty.
So.
Well, I'm gonna do another quickie. Pikmin.
Melina,
True.
please don't say that ever again.
I said quickie.
No.
I don't get it.
So anyway,
No.
Pikmin. Hey, did you guys
Just
know
don't
that
say it again.
Olimar is the size of a GameCube disc?
Whoa!
Okay, so this
Really?
obviously I
For
feel like
real?
wait. For real?
real?
Oh, whoa, that was at the same time. Bro, the fact that I did the same face as you did just then, but you can't see me. Like I did that, but you can't see me. Anyways, just real quick, it should be kind of obvious that most of our lists, these movies are animated. Okay, none of these, for the most part, are not going to be. They're not.
I don't have a single live
I don't have a
action one on
single
my
live
list.
action either.
Dang.
Yes.
All
You
right,
know what? You know
animated
what?
it is. Woo!
You know what? No. We are proud to be biased towards animation. Okay.
Listen, I'll
Okay.
be honest.
Hey, animation. It's cinema.
Animation is
When
cinema,
are people
and
gonna,
Hollywood
you know,
needs to
actually
recognize
kinda
it more.
realize that-
Okay.
Yeah.
I really hope, and I know this is probably not going to happen, but I really want the Mario movie to be the highest grossing film of 2023, just so that it shows Hollywood, like, hey, you put out your quote unquote real movies, but the Mario movie, which is an animated movie, still did better than all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, if only they could recognize video games as the same thing, you know,
Thank
as actual
you.
media. You know.
Yes.
Anyway,
Maybe we should just overhaul the Oscars. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Just, yo, guys,
I mean,
hear me
hey,
out on this one.
when you think
Burn
about
down
it,
Hollywood.
bruh. No, when you think
that
about
was a
it,
joke. That was a joke.
There was a
That was
It was a joke.
For
It was a
legal
joke.
reasons,
For
that was
legal
a joke.
reasons,
Not
a joke.
literally.
But, if you think about it, I mean, I don't know the numbers. I don't have the numbers, but I feel like more people watch the Game Awards than the Oscars.
Oh, you don't even need the numbers. I guarantee you this.
You don't need the
Here.
numbers.
While you explain Pikmin, I will Google it.
Cool, awesome. So, Pikmin. I think it'd be a very interesting kind of thing. And I know in the game, Olimar doesn't necessarily have, like, a voice. And I know they speak a different language in the game. But I think it'd be interesting to see, and I don't even know how, like, because it's interesting, because Olimar, unless they go with, I don't know if they kind of create a new story or if they go based off of either 2 or 3, because you can't go off of 1, because the first game is just Olimar that lands on Earth.
You very well. No, I disagree. You very well could go off of the first game.
I mean, you could, but I feel like, it's, because, like, I guess an argument of that would be, like, one movie only had, like, one person in it, kind of. Well, for, like, a good majority of it.
The Martian.
For a lot of scenes. Wait, what?
I said The Martian.
I was about to say that, too, actually, because I was like, I'll say this after he says his. Bro, we have the same brain cell recently.
Uh-huh.
Anyways.
Don't make a Pikmin movie that is just The Martian, but Nintendo.
Listen.
Wait, but
Can we get Matt Damon to play Olimar?
No.
No.
I would hate that. I would hate seeing
I
Matt
actually
Damon
would hate
the
that.
size of a GameCube disc, but also with the proportions of Olimar.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We said Chris Pratt was a bad cast for Mario, but, like, hear me out. Matt Damon.
No,
as
that's
Olimar.
actually not a good cast. Oh my gosh. Okay, but
What if
no.
Patrick Warburton was Olimar?
Okay, but seriously, you could make a movie out of any of them. I would personally want to see the third one, though.
Maybe. I think you can do the first one just fine. I think you can do 2 as well. But the issue with 3 is I think 3 is a bit more disconnected from Olimar to a point where I think having Olimar be in the film as a main, character is good.
I know, but like the movie's not, or the movie, movie/game, the games. It's not called Olimar. It's called Pikmin.
I mean, yeah, but it's also most people know Olimar more than Alf, or I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember the other 2.
Brittany.
Yeah, I remember
I don't know
Olimar.
any
I know
of them.
Olimar and Louie more than I know the other 3. So it's like,
What if they? Well, okay, so this is why I was like, what if they do an original and it's all of them?
maybe.
You could just throw everything
And they
together.
throw in the new alien dog from the trailer we saw at the direct.
That would be solely dependent on how well Pikmin 4 sells.
I mean,
If it sells really well, I could see him throwing the dog in there and being like, hey, like, if Pikmin 4 becomes the best selling in the franchise because it's on Switch, I could see them being like, hey, a lot of people played this game, put it in the movie. Because then they'll be able to go, oh, that's the dog from the Pikmin game that I played, now it's in the movie.
it's the dog.
Damn.
Yeah, that dog.
That dog.
That dog looks
is what
awesome.
took the game so long.
That dog is what looks awesome, but man, that dog can look weird.
No.
It's a
See,
dog.
that,
What do you
that
expect?
sentence should have, instead of but man, it should have been but woof. I'll leave.
So I have those numbers I was looking up.
Give us the numbers and then I'll then
so-
Colin can go next.
103 million people watched the 2022 Game Awards.
102 million?
103.
3. Okay. And the Oscars?
18.7 million.
We
For this year. For this year.
We
For the
been new.
2023 Oscars.
That's sad.
And the highest, the last time it got over, because I'm looking at this Google, Oscars viewership fluctuates year by year. However, the last time the ceremony drew in a U.S. audience of more than 40 million was back in 2014.
That is sad.
That isn't, like, 40 million, that's not even half of what the Game Awards pulled last year.
Yep.
So, yes, your statement that more people watch the Game Awards than the Oscars is absolutely true.
Exactly. Because, like, and that's, sorry, last, like, sort of side note, and then Colin, do your next one. But, like, that's the thing is people, like, I don't know, it's like, it's cool to mock or just make jokes of gamers and then just, like, assume they're just this small group of people. It's not. Like,
With the glass seal broken,
the
all the oppressed groups shall prosper.
Bruh.
Including the most oppressed of all.
the gamers. We rise in the morning and we conquer all.
No, have you never seen that clip? It's so good.
I have not.
Oh, I'm gonna show you that clip. It's so. I'll show you
blood
that
moon
after.
rises
It's
You
so
gonna show
good.
me your clips?
So anyway, we're
So
gonna
she
go.
gets that, but not Quickie. Really?
I don't.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I don't. You gotta explain it to me later.
Hey, so
you gotta
we're
explain
gonna
it to me
go on
later.
to my second movie or show that I think would be cool. So we're gonna go on to the most irrelevant franchise that everyone really wants to bring back, F-Zero.
I assume that was sarcasm.
Please give us something new from F-Zero.
Oh, he wants.
Give us
something
something. Give
can have a
Captain
Mario Kart
Falcon a
track.
reason to exist.
new. Oh.
I mean, rumor has it they're remastering the GameCube one for Switch.
Nick, that rumor
'Cause
has
they're in
been
that
around for
period.
like 12 years.
So has the Metroid Prime remaster, and look where we're at.
Okay, but Nick, how many rumors have been going around for so long since just whenever it's been done with
I'm
its
just saying.
with its lifetime? Hey guys, GameCube game getting remastered.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Hey
a
guys,
guy
this GameCube
who's
game that
saying a
everybody
thing.
really liked when they were like 11 is getting
GameCube game I
remastered.
wanna see on
Guys, when
Switch?
Scrimblow Bimblo's Great Adventures getting remastered on Switch, guys.
Princess and the Wind Waker are the two GameCube games I want to see on Switch.
Okay, so see, I would be interested in the F-Zero thing because they could that if they do if it's a racing movie, I'd be like, oh my god, they could do. So do you guys remember Speed Racer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please tell me you're talking about the 2008 live action movie.
Yes.
That
No.
was my freaking childhood.
I'm not talking about the
Was that
2008.
movie? That movie, I will say, is the only good live action anime movie. It's the only good one.
I enjoyed it. That's
Um,
also my childhood. I was like, that's so
talking-
cool.
I'm talking about
So
the
good. The anime?
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the anime's good too. I'm just saying that the first thing I saw of Speed Racer as a kid was the movie, and then obviously I saw that there was a anime and everything. I didn't like watch all of it, but yeah. So that's what I'm saying is like I enjoyed Speed Racer. I would kind of like to see, obviously that was back in the 2000s era. So obviously now we have better. Well, I can't really say better CGI because it's not that really.
Better CGI if you actually give people time to work on it.
True. But I feel like F-Zero could work as a live action for
I'm
sure.
looking back at the live action Speed Racer, and dear God,
It's childhood.
Okay,
Okay,
this
leave it
movie
alone.
did not age well.
Listen,
Neither did Spy Kids, and Ant-Man and the Wasp was like, sure, let's do that.
listen.
I mean,
The
you're
CGI.
not
I
wrong.
rewatched Speed Racer this year. The CGI for everything except the races looks bad, and I'm okay with that because the races still look cool because it's just car go vroom vroom and bump into each other, and that's all I want from it. Is just car go fast, car do cool, funny, cool trick, and goes zoom. And as long as it does that, I don't really care what
Just
anything
remember,
else
guys,
looks like.
the car has a lot of cargo space. Car no go space. Cargo road.
Leave. There's the door. Who's next? It's Nick.
Me.
Do your next one.
All right. Colin, I expect you to slide a joke in here. Based on this next one. But I'm going to say Fire
Ligma!
Emblem. It's the wrong joke. It's Fire Emblem.
Ligma ball!
But Mars.
Thank you, Melina. Thank you. So I didn't know until today that Fire Emblem had a really bad anime from 1996.
And Colin showed us clips.
Yeah, Colin showed us.
Yeah.
And I think it's time for Fire Emblem to have a reawakening, if you will. Catch the pun on Fire Emblem Awakening. Now, you could split this up into 3 houses, and then you could engage into various different types of media. I really lost my way there. Anyway, I do think Fire Emblem would make a really good show. Because I'm going to be honest. I feel like we're lacking in the high-quality medieval fantasy show department.
True.
And Fire Emblem fits the bill.
I think
Well,
they-
I mean,
they should do
I
something-
currently enjoy Vox Machina. Which is D&D.
I said good.
Yeah.
Shut
I-
up!
I just think they should either do something original or they should do the basically Fire Emblem 7, which is the first one we got in the States. Or they do Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn with Mr. Ike Fire Emblem.
Do you think they do that? Or do you think they do something like Engage where they can tell an original story but still have all of the old characters in it?
No, I don't
I
think
feel
they
like that's
should
the
do that.
direction they'd go. No, I'm not saying they should do that. I'm saying that's the direction I think they would go.
They might. I
Because-
don't know.
You can still have the old characters that gets everyone excited while still doing an original story.
Maybe.
So, I don't know.
Who knows?
Engage got pretty anime.
Who knows?
And by pretty anime, I mean really anime.
Hot take. I don't think stuff being anime makes a game bad. I think a lot of the
So
other stuff
true.
that Engage did made it not good. But
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The anime was not the bad part about that game.
I mean, no, it's literally like what
Is
people
anime in
call
Xenoblade
anime
2?
bullshit is kind of a moot point just because it's how they wanted to stylize the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, if they want to stylize the game that way, let them stylize the game that way. Not everything has to be like dark and gritty and, brown.
So true.
Yep.
Anyway, let the
Anyways.
country of origin make their own jokes.
Alrighty, well,
Also
hey.
true.
Moving on to my next one.
Oh, but Mars!
Anyway, moving on to Melina's next one.
Moving on to basically Star Wars, but animals. Star Fox.
No, that is not true at all.
Not even close.
know!
I respect the joke. But
just
no.
the joke. I know I had to do the joke because like basically at the end it's like never mind. But no, Star Fox would be really interesting.
Can they
know.
Can they do Star Fox Command, where you
Please.
can literally do a speed run that is just Fox depression %?
Yes. See, this is right. But I think it'd be really cool to get into deep like lore stuff with each character.
I want to watch the giant floating monkey head kill Star Fox's dad
Fox
in
McCloud.
a dramatic flashback a la Man of Steel, where we
Also-
see Krypton being destroyed. But it's Star Fox's dad, and he's putting Star Fox in a ship, and he says, "It's okay, son, I'll love you forever." And then he sends him off, and then the giant monkey head goes bam, and then kills him.
Fox wasn't there when that happened.
No, I'm saying that's what they should do, though.
Oh my gosh. I think so. Star Fox would also work as a series, but I honestly think you could do like a film, and obviously just it would just really focus on like one character, and it's Star Fox, so it'd be Star Fox.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll, which is
Pretty
not a
neat
barrel
flying,
roll.
Fox.
You said
I'm
the
not gonna
wrong quote. It's pretty cool flying Fox.
Pretty cool flying there, Fox.
TBH, I
I'm
think Star
hit.
Fox would work really good as a movie.
No,
I
that's
feel
what
like
I'm
it's
saying.
got
Because
a-
it would have. Here's the thing. It would have great one-liners.
Does anyone else get really mad that Slippy has like 7 kids?
What?
Yeah, Slippy has like 7 kids.
I mean,
I don't care if he's a
Slippy a
frog.
dude?
That's not fair. Like,
okay, Slippy's a dude, right?
yes.
Okay, I was never able to figure that out as a kid. I always assumed Slippy was a girl
That's what I always thought too.
because he had a really high-pitched voice
It doesn't
and
mean
kind of
someone's
whined like
girl,
a girl,
Nick.
too. So I was like, well,
He's a
high-pitched
frog.
voice, lots of whining equals girl.
Whoa!
I was wrong.
Oh no! Oh no!
But that was my thought. That was my train of thought as a 10-year-old
Oh,
child.
as a 10-year-old child. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyway.
As
Bro,
a
10-year-old you
10-year-old.
just got
No.
canceled.
Yeah. No.
Probably.
I hate Slippy. Everyone hates Slippy. But, like, that's not fair. Why does Slippy get a happy family and Fox just is depressed? And then at one point in Star Fox Command, Falco's like, "Hey man, I know you're really depressed. I know your girlfriend left you and joined Starwolf, but hey, I got an idea. You want to convert our R-Wings into race cars and go race?" And Fox was like, I gotta be honest with you. I'm really depressed right now, but that sounds awesome. And that's what they do. That's the ending.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Hey, I already said that line.
Oh, well then I'll pick something else. Fine. Jeez.
Do a barrel
Jeez, can anyone
roll.
take care of it?
Neat. Star Fox. Wahoo. All right, Colin, your turn.
Yo, so you know how, like, Seth Rogen does that really funny laugh? That was actually really good. Anyway, and you know how Cranky Kong kind of sounded like Bernie Sanders?
Not this. Wait. Is it? Wait, did Colin say his next one?
So, like, imagine this, right? You got those two, but then you add, like, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 other Kongs, and we got the Donkey Kong movie that replaces the terrible, abhorrent, literal shit show that is the Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
Damn.
And so,
I guess
You
I've
do
been
that,
spared if I haven't seen
you
it.
get, like, I don't know, you get Dixie, You get Diddy. I mean, those were already, they were already in the movie.
Yeah.
You get
Where's Funky?
You get Funky. You get Funky, but specifically in his Vietnam era, you know, in Donkey Kong. I think that's Donkey Kong Country 3, or it's 3 or 64. I don't remember. It's one of those two.
64.
Where he literally looks like he just got out of Vietnam.
64.
It is 64. Okay, so you have all that, and then you put him against a big crocodile. Like, you see
The croc with the Glock,
no,
baby.
No. He's a blunderbuss. So you put him against... You put the monkeys against the crocodiles, and they fight, and then maybe they sing a song here or there about showering somebody in coconut cream pies.
Why do we need a song?
The Mario movie had a song and it was a banger. Why not put one of the Donkey
they
Kong
would
movies?
put a
But
song
it was
in there or
Jack
something
Black.
like that about showering somebody in coconut cream pies. I already said that, but you know what? I don't care.
Wait, you're telling me, Melina, hold on. Melina, you're telling me you don't want to hear Seth Rogen do a song?
Not really, no. He's not one for singing.
Anyway, so then you have them fight the crocodiles,
Ooh,
and they
Undertale
beat the
skin on
crocodiles,
music.
and then they roll the credits, and they all have, like, K's in front of their name, right? But they'll no! The crocodiles are still alive. And then the real credits
And
then
we get into Donkey
Did
Kong
he just
Country.
pitch a movie?
And then you got
Tropical
Donkey
Freeze.
Kong, the movie.
What? He just pitched
Listen,
a
Hire me. Hire me,
the Super
Illumination.
Mario
I got
Bros.
you. Don't
movie-
worry. I got this. I can write the Donkey Kong movie. It's going to be amazing.
If the Super Mario Bros. Movie is like the equivalent to the Lego movie, then the Donkey Kong movie would be the equivalent to the Lego Batman movie. Which the Lego Batman movie was a solid banger. I think it's one of the best Batman movies there is.
I have.
Hot take.
I've never seen a
Also,
Lego movie.
they should use more of Grant Kirkhope's music, but this time, you know, actually credit him. That's all.
No, you're right.
That's all.
But also.
Monkey.
But also-
Monkey.
Monkey.
Monkey. Monkey.
DJ.
Monkey.
Donkey Kong.
Monkey.
Okay. Anyway.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
Monkey. All right.
Nick.
Hey Nick, what's your next one?
I only got 2 left. But I'm
So
going
do
to save one of them
I.
because it's...
That
it's
was
the
that was my
obvious
last one. You
Oh
guys
no,
have
no.
taken over
Wait,
the next two.
wait. No. Colin, I'll text you one.
I
Yeah.
I have 2
sure.
more, but I'm saving the last one because
Sure.
it's the obvious one that we haven't talked about yet, and I'm saving it for last intentionally. The next one, and this is another one you got to hear me out on. Wii Sports. Just think about it. It's a sports anime with our protagonist, who can be like default me.
Matt.
A. No, it can't be Matt. You can't ruin the legacy of Matt by having him be the protagonist.
No. Matt is the final boss.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
say, you
well,
have
you
this
know
young
what?
athlete
It's not my
who
fault.
has to
That's
go through-
predictable. And then Matt in the boxing
So,
ring, and
guys,
it's
we're
like,
just
man,
gonna
I'm
chill
about
here
to smack you upside the head. My name's Matt.
Listen. In a very similar to like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, you have this young protagonist who's got to get he's got to master all the different sports, and then he goes up against Matt, who's like the reigning champion in all of these things. And that's the Wii Sports movie.
So it's basically Pokemon but sports.
No, it's just a
Sure.
tournament.
Yeah,
Have you
actually,
seen
no,
any
you're right.
tournament
It's a
art?
tournament
No,
art.
No,
Any anime?
I know. I was trying. Oh my god.
Do 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 do.
I was trying to keep it Nintendo relevant.
Oh, Melina, save that one till the end, because that one kind of ties together everything we've been talking about. What you put in host chat, so we'll save
Oh.
that one until the end.
Okay.
I didn't write it down in the group notes, but I did on my notes. I saved that one to the end because it's kind of like
Yeah. Okay.
Brings
Okay.
everything
True.
together.
Okay.
Guys, I wonder what it is.
Okay. So then, why don't you do your last one? Oh wait, no, you want to save your last one, and then we do.
it's
and then
Mr.
We do...
Miyamoto, or no, it's Sakurai Presents. The Super Mario Brothers movie 2.
All right, so let me do my second to last one. So, I don't know which one I should actually say. Okay, so I gotta give credit to this one because I did not come up with this. So I'm also gonna do a little plug here. So, big shout out to Jackson over at the Nerdiest Podcast, which y'all should watch. Nick is also a host on the Nerdiest Podcast with him and Jackson. Jackson's also amazing. Jackson mentioned a me movie about me's. Now, the one thing I'm gonna add to that is Metopia, specifically.
Oh, Metopia could be its own thing.
Yeah, literally. So Metopia, Metopia. See, Metopia could fit as an isekai.
How?
What do you mean how?
But it doesn't start as an isekai. That's what I'm saying.
But you could make it. Oh my god.
No, I mean you could, but why would you? Not everything has to be an isekai. You could just adapt to the game and be like,
so
oh,
you're
this
allowed to
random
say.
traveler.
So you're allowed to say your ideas could be isekai, but when somebody else
Yes,
says it,
because Animal Crossing makes more sense as an isekai because it doesn't make sense.
Metopia makes
as
more
to
sense.
Why. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Literally makes no sense as to why a singular human would be in a world full of talking animals that don't speak English. They speak Animal Crossingese. Metopia is everyone in that world is human, except for the Dark Lord. But he's kind of human. He's just a Dark Lord.
there's
who
monsters
steals faces.
in Metopia.
Okay, there's monsters, but they're not talking animals that speak animalese.
Oh my god, bro.
All I'm saying is it could be an isekai, yes, but that's too formulaic. That's too predictable.
Bruh, so is Animal Crossing.
False.
No, it's
False on every account.
Colin, back
It
me
is
up.
not.
He's just silent. Okay, fine.
Bro, I'm just here. I used all my energy to talk about Donkey Kong.
That's true. He pitched a whole movie.
I gotta go all out for the monkeys.
The energy. He was just like, whole movie, pitch, idea, here we go. Illumination, hire me. I will write the freaking movie.
Yo,
Anyways, so
it's the only
Metopia,
time you'd catch me moving to France.
Metopia, me, or just regular me's if you kind of went through it as kind of like almost like the Lego movie-ish kind of thing. I don't know. Anyways,
It's a pretty simple concept.
yeah. But Jackson had a great idea, so. Hey, Jackson, if you're listening to this, maybe we could write up a storyboard.
You don't... Melina,
What?
we went to film school. You don't write up storyboards.
Yeah, you draw them up, I know. Same shit, whatever.
No, it's not.
Whatever.
Writing and drawing are not the same thing. They're
I
done by
mean,
two
you're using
very
a
different
pencil for
people.
both.
That's true, but that's also like saying I I got nothing.
I got nothing. Whatever.
I got nothing that's
Just,
podcast
it's
appropriate.
whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. Jackson, my offer stands.
Go ahead and do your next one.
Oh, that's right, because your last one. Then we go into the actual last one. Okay, so my last one, Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, because this is such a long series with so much story and many hours of gameplay, this will have to be a series.
Yeah.
I mean, the occasional like feature like film definitely could work, but stick with the series.
Nat, you thought the Mario movie pacing was bad? A Xenoblade movie pacing would be awful.
A Xenoblade movie would turn out to be 3 hours.
They would literally they would make it an hour and a half, and it would be Shulk being like, "Hi, Fiora. Oh no. Well, all right, Ryan, let's go. Oh hi, Dunban. Oh hi, Charlotte. Oh hi, Melia. Oh hi, Riki. Oh hi, that's the final boss." End of movie.
Oh my
That
gosh.
would be the actual pacing of a Xenoblade
okay, no,
movie.
no, you're wrong. Because
You're-
it literally would be Oh, hi, oh, no. All right, let's go. Oh, no. Okay, guys, I know this is looking bad, but we got this. Dunban, let's go. Oh, no. Okay, guys, I got this idea. We're going to go through the forest, and then we're going to find, oh, no. And then we're going to go up.
Prison Island.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Prison Island. Oh no, guys, I got this. We're gonna go to the other Titan. We got the okay. All right. I know this is looking bad, but this is kind of a win. We got this. Don't worry. Then we're like, all right, now we can actually go there, and then we get to
blade didn't cut deep enough.
and then we go to the top, and it's like, oh no! And then we fight we fight the big bad, right? We got oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And the movie's done. See you in part 2.
Then they never do a part 2. That's
Exactly.
just it.
And they never do a
Could
part
you
2.
imagine if that's how it ended?
They never
that was
do
just
part
the
2.
end.
Oh my god. But no. This would definitely be a series. I mean, you gotta bring back the original cast for the game. I'm sorry.
Do you think they would do just the first game, or would they eventually branch into like the other 2 games?
I mean, I personally wouldn't watch the second one, but
Don't worry.
No, you
guys,
would watch the second one
don't worry.
because
I can
the
do
story in
I
Xenoblade
can do
2
my plot
isn't that
synopsis
bad.
for the entire game. It's, hey guys, look, there's that one redhead. Oh
my
no!
gosh.
And then the oh no just lasts for like 100 hours, and that's the entirety.
And then
of
Xenoblade 3 is
Chronicles
just, yo
2.
guys, I found this cool cat girl. Oh no.
Yeah,
And that's the movie.
bruh.
What cat girls do to a man. That is the plot of Xenoblade 2 and 3.
Sorry, but Pyramithra has 2 things that do a lot to a man.
yo,
No,
I
that's
love
true.
giant swords.
But Melina, I hate that you haven't played Xenoblade 3 because it's technically a spoiler.
So sad.
I would love to see a Xenoblade series, TBH.
Oh yeah, no.
I think Xenoblade has
here's
some of the best stories.
Here's the thing though, is that because we're so used to the voice actors from the games, it has to be them.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
you
one
found
I don't
somebody
think
that-
they could change.
Unless you found somebody that can do a good impersonation, but like it's just those are kind of like they're not necessarily like character voices like like in Pokemon or Kirby or you know what I mean?
Or like Link.
Or
Like,
okay, yeah.
I mean, no, like Link has a voice. You hear him when he grunts and jumps and, swings his sword and stuff, but he doesn't talk. That's something that's easily
No,
replaceable.
He
Like
talks.
technically,
Technically, he talks.
oh my god, we get
it's
it.
just you don't hear him.
Oh my god.
My point being, Link technically doesn't have an English voice actor because they just use the Japanese sounds, if you will, because
Okay.
that's what they are.
My favorite guy though was one for Twilight Princess.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not gonna say that. Oh man, can we get a Nick gets canceled counter going? I'm like at 3.
Is he gonna say something else? Stop.
I was, and I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway. Xenoblade.
Oh yes.
Pretty dope.
So Xenoblade, yes, that just 100%. Yeah.
This is the Monato's power.
Guys, it's Monato Monday. Well, it's not actually.
See, but the
Not yet.
memes and the one-liners would be phenomenal.
Now it's Ryan time.
Yo, okay,
No.
but I just want at one point for them to be fighting something, and then suddenly You Will Know Her Name starts playing, but it's not the real version; it's the kazoo version.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh wait, that's the weight of life. That's not You Will Know Our Names. Whoopsies.
Nice job.
My B.
Anyways, so Nick, what is your last one? Which
All right, my last one.
Everybody
Elephant
should
in
know
the
what this
room.
is.
We haven't talked about it yet. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we have.
Not as a movie.
Oh.
Ha!
Hear
Got
me
you
out.
there.
Yeah, we have.
Hear me out.
Yeah, we have.
Not as a movie in this episode.
Not in this episode, but we have talked about it before.
No, we have talked about it before. I meant in this episode.
Okay, yeah, obviously not in this episode.
Anyway, I'm referring to Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
What?
The sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie, where they adapt Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy all in one movie.
Wait, I was not expecting that. Wait, what? Did you change your list?
So, here's what I'm thinking. And this is where it goes. Because now you can bring in Rosalina. You can bring in those really weird cops from Super Mario Sunshine. And
You mean the Piantas?
Bro.
Yeah.
They're not all cops.
And no, I'm talking specifically about the two that are cops.
Oh, okay.
Who walk up like the wide Putin meme, and they're like, "All right, Mario,
Okay,
you're going to jail."
But wait,
And he's
actually,
like, "Oh no, what did I do?"
But no, I kind of really want you
And then
to
they
just
throw him in
stand up
jail.
and walk across the room doing that.
Mario. Anyway, that's not my last one. My last one is The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's it. Thank
Come
you.
on,
So,
it's the elephant in the room. Legend of Zelda. Here's the thing. We've all already said it should be animated. Like, should be animated. Great. I don't think Zelda should be animated by Illumination, though. Because I don't think Illumination's style and the way they animate characters would lend itself very well to the Zelda franchise and the stories that they tell. Because the Zelda stories, the tone is a little bit darker than, Super Mario.
I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think they're gonna be going to another animation studio.
If they wanted to stay with Universal, they could go to DreamWorks. And it'd still be in the Universal distribution. Maybe.
that's technically true. DreamWorks
Because they're both owned. But I also know Illumination is trying to get out there and do more mature films. So they're really trying to break away
Mario
from that.
was the good start.
Well, no. They're trying to break away from we make Despicable Me and Minions kids movies. Like, they want to be able to be more like a Disney, where Disney can have more serious and adult animated films, but also have those more family-friendly ones too.
Right. I want
Which,
to be
you know what? Good for
more
them.
mature.
So now here's what I'm going to say about Zelda.
Here we go.
I think it could be a movie and a show. I mean,
it already has been a show.
True. I want to watch that show
Well,
so bad.
excuse me, princess.
Excuse me, princess.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was my childhood.
Jackson and I are planning on watching that for a video for the Nerdiest podcast.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited.
That is my childhood.
Anyway, honestly, I think it'd be cool if they did an anime adaptation of one of the manga, because the Zelda manga is really good.
Oh, I bought 2 more
And
today.
It does a great job of giving Link a voice and talking and not feeling out of place.
I mean,
So you can have it both ways.
It's a
You can
manga.
have-
It's a manga.
can
You
have it-
don't hear.
It's a manga. You can't keep. Yeah. Okay. What's your point? All I'm saying is you can have it both ways. You can have the anime adaptation where he talks, and then you can have a movie where he doesn't. And then you make both sides of the fan base happy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And if they did a movie, it doesn't have to be a direct rip of the game. You could have it be loosely based on something like Ocarina of Time, and just say, we're going to kind of follow the same story beats, but it's not exactly a rip of Ocarina of Time. Like, we're going to have Link grow up and get the Master Sword and then fight Ganondorf, and Zelda's going to help him. Like, take all the very generic beats and then just kind of shove them into a movie. So...
I don't really suggest, like, loosely based off of a game.
I mean, every video game adaptation is loosely based off a game. It's just how loose are they with loosely based on a game, is the question.
How loose are they?
Anyway, Zelda, that was my last one.
All right, everybody. Our actual last thing, though, to basically tie everything together, though, is Super Smash Bros.
Into a spire of flame, distant sparks call to a
Oh my God.
pestilent name. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying.
Okay, so I would. Okay, so here's the thing. So it would. Here's the thing. Like, I don't like Ultimate's campaign. I don't. Like, Brawl was my favorite and will always be iconic to me.
The one where they all get turned into amiibos?
That's so true, though.
Before they even made amiibos?
But no, technically they were trophies. Like, everybody knew that.
They look like amiibos.
I know, but in the game, like, those are trophies. Even in Ultimate, there's trophies.
No, I know.
Anyways.
Same, they look like amiibos.
Maybe that's where they got the idea. It started there.
Whoa.
But Smash Bros would be a cool kind of thing to like tie in, almost like in the MCU for Avengers. They, had movies for each of like the major like players and everything, and then they had the first Avengers movie and they brought them all together. And it was like dope and it was cool. Dope. It was cool and it was exciting. And they also had funny moments. Like it was everything. I feel like that would kind of like be the lead-in for Smash Bros.
Yo, I can't wait for Chris Pratt's Mario and Tom Holland's Link and Matthew McConaughey's Star Fox
Holland's?
and Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong to all get in the same movie and just have fun. And fight against two magical floating hands with white gloves that go bzz, 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 bzz,
Why
bzz,
Tom
and then
Holland?
Bam,
I'm still
bam,
stuck on that.
and then bam, and then they turn into a rocket and it go. Gonna be so cool.
Tom Holland? I mean, no
What?
offense to him. Like
What?
he's a great actor, and
What?
he's funny, he's cute, like he plays Spider-Man really well.
Yo.
I'd Link? No.
Hold on. Nintendo, I'll voice Link.
Nope.
Because, listen. I played Link once in a broadcast production while I was in college. I played Link. I was literally hand-chosen out of our class because I could do the best Link impression. It was so good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
so then how about
yeah.
Do
this?
you know who
If
also?
you're-
Do you know who also played a Zelda character and then later got cast as that Zelda character? Matthew Mercer.
Yeah.
He played Ganondorf in some fan thing, and then now he's actually Ganondorf. So like Nintendo, I'm right here.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm right here.
All right.
Okay.
Give me the silly
So,
little
th-
hand.
so then here, you know what? Since
I think
you're
you're
playing
missing a
adult
few
Link,
steps here, Nick.
then I get to do child Link because that I can hit that
Yeah.
register.
Yeah. Huh.
Hut,
Yeah.
yeah,
Huh.
Yeah.
hoot.
Anyways, Smash Bros. Any thoughts?
Sakurai has to make a cameo somewhere in the movie
Yeah, he does.
if they're doing a Smash
I
Bros.
want
movie.
Can
Sakurai
I-
to be the post-credit scene, and he just puts them all away in the
In the drawer.
drawer.
Bruh. Can I throw in an honorable mention because it hit me while I was because I'm listening to my music playlist, right? And one of my favorite song came up, and I was like, oh, I wish this was a Nintendo game because I totally would have been like,
wait,
I want to see this, but kind of like rework it because
Wait,
what?
Smash Bros. But it's like the Lego movie
What?
where you do go to the real world.
Oh my god.
And you find out that all the Smash characters are actually figures that Sakurai is playing with. And then you can have the post-credit scene of him putting them all away in the drawer. Anyway, continue on.
Kingdom Hearts.
No.
What do you mean no?
Disney would never. Disney would never. Kingdom Hearts is confusing enough as
Okay.
a game. Don't make it a movie. It'll never make sense.
Okay, but here's the thing. Rework it. Take out all the Disney characters.
That's what that's like half of Kingdom Hearts.
I know, but
Yeah,
that's what
like
I
saying,
mean.
yo,
That's what I
let's
mean.
make a
Rework it. Take out
yo.
the Disney characters.
That's
Rework
like
it.
saying, yo, let's make a Zelda movie, but take out all the races that aren't Hylian. You've erased half the content. What do you mean Kingdom Hearts? That's the only reason people play Kingdom Hearts is because there's Disney characters in it, and Disney knows that. You think Disney's not going to take an opportunity to reuse old animation assets to save on work?
Okay, but like,
Come on.
okay, here's the thing though. If they actually did like do that movie, they have to keep the lines that are in the game for the movie.
Listen, way back when Disney Plus was still in its early stages, like early 2021, they were throwing around the idea of doing a Kingdom Hearts anime, and I think it got scrapped. I remember hearing rumors and rumblings about it, and I'm pretty sure they just scrapped it.
But wait,
'cause
what
they were
about?
like, you know what?
No. But did you not see that thing that Disney did with the Disney villains thing, and it was anime? Which all of them were hot, but
Oh, you mean for that mobile game?
yeah. I was like, what is this? I was so
Listen,
shocked. I
this
thought
is
it was
totally
fake.
off topic. Disney, this is my appeal for you to bring Mirrorverse, the mobile game, to Switch. Because one, I know the Switch can run it, and two, you're missing out on a lot of money. Like, I'm just saying, it's a perfect free-to-play console game. That's all. Thank you.
That's all. But yeah,
I do really
no,
want to
that
play the new Disney like Mario Kart game.
Mario
Unironically, kind of
Kart.
looks good.
Oh my god.
Got revealed in a Nintendo Direct
Not
a
this.
year ago,
Not this.
year and a half ago,
This is our post chat moment.
post show.
Post show. This is post show.
This is not the post show. We will talk about something completely different in the post show, which is not recorded. But hey, if we get to 1,000 subscribers so that Colin has to play Danganronpa, we'll
Okay.
consider launching memberships. And if you do memberships, you could potentially get access to recorded post shows. Just saying. It's a thought. So get us to 1,000 subs. And maybe we'll think about maybe turning on memberships and maybe giving you guys post show.
This is new news to me.
Same.
Exactly. That's why I said maybe.
I'm like, okay, I guess we throwing it out there.
I said
mean,
maybe
hey,
we'll think about. Like maybe we'll think about it.
maybe we'll think about it.
Maybe we won't.
Maybe we won't.
Who's to say? All right, well, thanks for watching the podcast today. If you enjoy what we're doing here, you can hit like,
Epic.
subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can
Oh
also
my gosh.
follow us on YouTube at the Joystick Drift Podcast. You can also check out our gaming channel, Joystick Drift Plays, where myself and Melina are playing Breath of the Wild and Okami HD, respectively. By the time this episode comes out, I'm almost done with Breath of the Wild, actually. Or maybe I am finishing this week, because there's some other stuff I want to stream right before Tears of the Kingdom comes out, like the special Splatfest.
Nice.
So you'll just have to stay tuned and see what's shaking.
Exactly.
But other than that, you can join us here same time next week for another episode talking about something. You'll have to wait until next week to find out because we don't know either. So I guess we'll find out next week as well. With that being said, thank you everybody for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.
Oh, the
Peace
Mario Slider song just came on.
out.